Alrighty. It's I need a charger. It's a good day. It's a good day, but maybe it's a bad day to have eyes, to be honest. We're watching a very controversial movie, to say the least. I haven't done like a movie reaction thing in a while. Because I haven't really found like a movie that I like care to sit down to watch that long. So I haven't really found one of those, and I have a few series I want to watch, but I haven't been in the mood to actually watch series, because typically watching a series I typically want to like get myself in the mood, and I want to like at least watch a few episodes like close to each other. So if I'm not in that mood, I typically skip out. Even though I might have enough time to watch like one episode, unless I'm unless I'm in that mood where I want to kind of half binge watch or watch a few episodes, back to back, so I don't forget the other episodes, then I just don't do it. Anyways, I didn't really find a movie that was like popular that I haven't seen and that I wanted to see, and that wasn't too long, because I don't have the patience to sit here for that long. Like, I don't know if I can handle sitting here for like 3 hours sitting still watching a movie. It's kind of rough, but I found this movie, and I think it's banned. I don't know if I can even watch this. I don't know if I'm allowed to watch this. I don't know if this is gonna be I don't know if this is gonna put me on a watch list by watching it, but it's called Cannibal Holocaust. It was a very, very controversial movie when it came out. It came out in 1980. It's banned in a few countries. I don't know if it's banned in Sweden. The website I'm watching this on, it's not a Swedish website, so oops. If it is, so I don't know what the laws and rules are for this one. I see on IMDb that it's actually grown in popularity. So it's actually on the popular list. It's top 264 in popularity, meaning it's number 264 out of any movie, any series out there right now on IMDb, which is pretty high. Number 264 for a movie this old, and they recently grew like 400% in in popularity. I don't know why. It has a 5.8 star rating out of 10, 5.8. With 64,000 ratings. It's 1 hour and 35 minutes long, from 1980, the Cannibal Holocaust. I don't know what I'm gonna feel about this movie. I haven't seen it. I've never seen it. I've only seen or heard like people talking about it, or like not documentaries, but like YouTubers talking about the most controversial movies out there, whatever, like stuff like that. So I've heard like a little bit about it, but I haven't seen anything. Really, I've just heard like a few fun facts behind the scenes or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Allegedly, it was like super controversial because they thought they actually killed people in the movie, and there's some actual real dead people in the movie, I think. I'm not too sure. So it's like, that's why it was very controversial and why it's still banned in a lot of countries. But I'm sure Ninja will enjoy it, surely. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I also thought about something. I don't know if from doing like content and stuff for like a good years, for a good couple of years, like I don't know, 10 years or something, on and off, I've done like content stuff, and I'm from Sweden, right? I'm still battling. I have inner battles with myself, whether I should embrace the Swedish dialect or not, or just try to like hardcore focus on the more clean English speaking mannerisms and whatnot. I can't decide. It's been like 10 years, and it's like on and off and on and off, and I go from like speaking super pure English to having a more Swedish dialect. Yeah, I don't know. I also think there's a lot of there's a lack of Swedish content creators, so maybe the maybe the Swedish dialect is kind of fun to hear. I'm not too sure, but I also don't want to play into it if it's like non-authentic. Anyways, okay. I don't even know if I can upload this. I don't know how this will end up. If it's even allowed to be uploaded. But we shall see, okay? I'm starting it. It is 1 hour and 35 minutes and 38 seconds. Oh yeah, just a quick heads up to my opinion on gory movies, because I already know it's like has some gore in it. I'm not skittish when it comes to scary moments. Like I don't even watch horror movies anymore, and I stopped watching horror movies like 8 years ago because I don't find them to be frightening or whatever. Like, okay, not to brag or anything, but like I can't watch what is that super popular, the Blair Witch Project, or like Paranormal Activity. Like I can't watch that because it's not scary to me. It's like it's almost cringeworthy to me. My friend forced me to watch like one of the more popular Paranormal Activities in the cinema, and I was like, it was just boring because I already the cheap jump scares are so obvious, and even if they're not obvious, it's still like it still feels so cheap. I like more like psychological horror movies that doesn't use cheap jump scare, but it's more the atmosphere that's like very brilliantly scary. You know what I mean? Can I even think of a few good examples, or am I just shooting blanks? I would say Shutter Island, but Shutter Island is not really scary, so that's a bad example. Although it is like psychologically kind of effed up. But I don't know if I would go as far as to say that would fit in that category. Almost. I would say, now people might laugh at this. This is just my opinion. One of the best cult classic horror movies, House of Wax. Yes, it's the one with Paris Hilton, where it's like probably one of the first movies she's acted in, where she's like in a hot bikini or underwear. House of Wax. It is actually one of the best horror movies ever, okay? Yeah, it's a little cliche, but I think it's self-aware cliche where it makes sense. It doesn't overdo the jump scares at all. It uses like atmospheric, thriller-esque and storytelling to kind of give you that spooky feeling of, oh shit, is that the guy that was in the beginning, but he was in the dark and we couldn't really see him, and it was like a shadow and he killed someone. Like it uses that instead of like cheap jump scares. And you have to watch it. House of Wax, amazing. It's amazing. It's actually the best movie ever. And as long as you can forgive I think it's very similar to Scream, where Scream is also like, whatever. I'm just gonna start it, okay? I think I've been yapping way too long, and I have somewhere to be later. Let's see if I can adjust the camera. Boom. So my point is, when it comes to horror movies, I'm not scared, but I'm not a big fan of gore stuff at all. I kind of despise gore stuff, to be honest. Like, I couldn't watch Saw. My brother, he loved Saw. He loved watching that. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it whatsoever because it was just like, it was like the grossness felt so not tacky. I guess it felt like tacky. It kind of feels kind of gross, and not just because it is gross, but it feels like it's like a gross way of scaring the audience. You know what I mean? It feels cheap. It feels gross, and it's like kind of, yeah, I'm getting like visceral reactions from it, but that's to be expected. Like, it's out of my control. It's just how the psychological human brain works, right? I'm getting visceral reactions from it, right? Congrats on the movie maker, whatever, right? But I already know that's gonna happen regardless. because I don't like gore stuff, and I don't like seeing that type of stuff. But I still think that's like a gross way of trying to get like a reaction from the audience. I'd much more prefer the atmospheric, like storytelling and story build up of introducing that type of thrill. Whatever. I don't even know if that's actually the point of the movie. So, okay, I'm starting it right now. This kind of sound like a zoomer take, but the graphics look pretty good. That's such a zoomer thing to say because this is from 1980, which isn't that far back ago. But I'm such a like zoomer brain that 1980 to me is like it's almost like black and white, which is stupid. But the Twin Towers.
Was it also to remind us, for instance, that before venturing into space, we should become more acquainted with the planet we live on? His girlfriend and script girl, and their two cameramen and inseparable friends, Jack Anders and Mark Tomas.
Okay, so they're shooting it like
But let's have a look at them at the beginning of their incredible adventure. Here at the border.
They're shooting it like self-awareness fake documentary. Damn, I bet you this was maybe revolutionary at the time, where now we know that it's like it's a mockumentary, essentially. It's a fake mockumentary where they're acting as if they're actual journalists, right? But at the time when this was released, I can imagine people were like, "Oh, this is a documentary," I mean, I could imagine that 1980. It's probably much more like convincing. Although to me, in living in 2K25, it feels more like it's too obvious, you know what I mean? Because it's like feels like porn acting almost.
But this will be his first journey into Amazonia.
Amazonia? That's not a real place. Nuh-uh. I looks like I'm pretty sure that was a human. And so is this after the crew disappeared or before? I assume this is after.
Well, Professor Monroe, do you think you could turn that? Thanks. All I can say is that you.
Actually looking for them. Right? A skunk must have pissed in that.
Tenant, this lighter belonged to Faye Daniels.
No, I think they're all there to look for them. Man, motherfuckers aiming that weapon everywhere.
White man spirits.
Man, the audio is delayed by like something super small, like 100 milliseconds or something, or 50 milliseconds or something. I don't know if this was from the original as well, or if it's I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen this type of thing with older movies. I don't know why. Literally like 50 milliseconds or 100 milliseconds behind the lips. Like the lip starts and 100 milliseconds after they start talking. It's like it's hard to see it when you're looking at it, but you know something's off. But the lips are moving before the audio.
Come on. There may not be any piranhas. There's always a few hungry caiman around.
Yes, you heard some monkey sounds. Ew. The monkey looked like he was from the Pippi Longstockings. I mean, to be fair, you killed his whole, like, you know, all his friends. And you have him chained like a slave. So it kind of makes sense why... that's such a weird mentality that, you know, people probably had about slaves as well. They're like, don't trust the slaves. They'll do anything to escape. Like, yeah, no shit. No shit, Sherlock Holmes. I don't trust them. They could kill you, you know, if you're standing in their way. Like, yeah, no shit, man. Like, yeah, they want to be free. You would do the exact same thing. If some random unknown group of people captured you and killed your whole family, or, you know, stopped you from seeing your family. The fuck? Yo. Like, why? Why? Why is he poking at it? What the fuck would he have found a rat in the Amazonian jungle? Oh, it's still alive. Is it?
Forget all about trying to run away
Oh.
tonight. Hey, give him some of this.
Well, if he took some, that was not cocaine. Morphine?
Like it, huh? Right, it's all yours.
I don't know. Something he would give him to forget or be chill. What the fuck? Oh, I cannot show this part. Not on YouTube. It's a naked woman, and she's naked. Like, you can see her purely naked, being dragged through the mud, and she has mud all over. And big bush. Has a big wood cock. And he's raping her with it. And now it has blood on it. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. Spitting on it? I don't know what that is. What did he stick on there? Like stone pebbles? And he's stuffing it inside her vagina? Wait, is he actually gonna kill her? And they're just gonna watch? No shot. Also, what kind of fucking ritual was that? He came there by boat, did the thing, and then off they go. That's... I don't know if she's dead. Or no, she's probably dead if he's leaving her. But what? That was so weird. Why let that happen? When they could have just captured him right then and there. That was pretty bad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say one part that was kind of bad is they kind of had moaning sounds more than it was screaming sounds, and that was kind of bad. It should have been more screaming sounds. You know what I mean? It was too like unrealistic in that way. What the fuck are they doing? He's naked, by the way. I'm not showing that on YouTube. His peckers out. I'll be honest, I don't get it. They let that woman die. So what the fuck is their mission? Their mission is there to rescue those people, right? Then what the fuck are they doing letting another random innocent woman die in the process? Then what the fuck is the point? They're doing no better than, you know, they're doing no good if they're saving people while letting other people die. Hell no! Oh, regurgitation. That ain't milk, man.
Cheers, Professor. Now have the rare honor of drinking some more.
Nah, please don't. Nah. Oh man. I have a very important question. Is this movie using a really fucking irritating thing? It's called like infrasound or black noise, I think it's called. Black noise is like a type of frequency you can't hear, or you can't hear that well, but it makes you uneasy and makes you like physically sick. And I fucking hate that shit. It pisses me it pisses me off like crazy. When you watch like horror, you know that there's like YouTube channel that cover like horror topics, or they make like fictional stories and they talk about horror incidents and whatever, and there's some going on in the background, and that's that frequency that they use that makes you like feel uneasy and kind of sick inside. There's some movies that use that too. I don't know, are they using it with this movie? It's something that I'm always like aware of when watching especially YouTube that use that shit, because it pisses me off. It makes me feel sick because that's what it's supposed to do. I don't know if they're using it here, but I'm getting like that same reaction of like a lump in my throat, and I'm kind of like feeling a little physically woozy without actually knowing exactly why. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Oh my. It wouldn't be concentrated enough, I don't think. I just ate some Swedish meatballs. I can't be showing that, I don't think. They're dissecting a woman from the like that. So where are all these women coming from? Because these are not the Western women, right? So I'm pretty sure. Okay, they're raping another. Because I'm pretty sure the Western woman, there was only one in the crew. You know how they showed in the beginning? No, these are like another tribe, I think, nearby. Dude, if they that would have made this movie like that would step the movie up to even more scary territories. If they just did the more immersive thing, which is this guy should have had a camcorder, and that's the lens the viewers should have seen the movie from. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know. They missed that opportunity big time. They're working with them, so they're trying to be like them. But I don't need to see all these penises, I'll be honest. Why are they touching his penis? Stop touching it! Ninja likes sitting on my new mouse mat. It's not nice. It's very bad. Yo. Is that the whole crew? And they were so casual about it. Now they're done with the search. They already know, right? They just found them all dead. Hold on, did they just find out that the crew that they've been working with, or the tribe that they've been working with, were responsible for the killing of all those people? Oof, and the irony of him re-listening to tape and him saying they also have rules of conduct while finding out that they were actually ninja. No. Ah! You see that? That's why I don't want her on my mouse mat. Oh man, now the whole camera angle is fucked. My guess is that the plot hole is, or not the plot hole, the plot twist is that this guy is gonna be, he's gonna turn real bad. Like he's gonna fuck over the only living, the rest of the saving crew or whatever. He's gonna fuck them over somehow for his own gain. Because he seems to be the only one alive, right? And he basically...
That's right.
My understanding is that he went there under the pretense that he was gonna save the American film students, right? But I think in reality he went there under those like false pretenses. He actually went there in order to become like a hero or whatever, but he had no actual intention of saving them because he did it for his own selfish gains in order to, I think, write a book or make a film. But I think write a book because he didn't bring any cameras with him. Although, yeah, he did retrieve their film, right? It was fake. You get it? It's the symbolism of the whole movie. Like, damn, that's so clever. Clever made. It's a movie within a movie. And it's also... It draws a parallel because in the real world, when this was made and broadcasted, they also thought it was real. Alright, that's why the movie was so controversial. So, am I crazy here? I'm getting such deja vu. Here in the movie, they're interviewing people, scouting for people to look for more information about the non-survivors. And in the real world, didn't they do this exact same thing? But they were trying to look and find the actors of the movie because there was this rumor being spread that the actors actually really died in the movie. Is that true? Because this seems like the craziest ironic thing ever. For that to be kind of part of the premise of the movie, and for that to also be rumored in the real world. The irony seems humongous there. So they actually had audio in those recordings? That's a turtle. That's a turtle. Patrick. Actually, no, sorry. Patrick is a Patrick from SpongeBob is a sea star. Mom, get the camera. She loves that ball. It's just a cotton ball. Is that turtle already dead or sedated? Because that turtle is not putting up much of a fight. I'm pretty sure they sedated a real turtle there. And killed it, yeah. Okay, I know that was like a controversial thing. Where they're like, oh my god, they actually killed a real turtle. Which is, I just think that's fucking silly. Like, okay. Especially in 1980. Bro. Like, man, come on. Cut the hypocrisy, okay? Shut the fuck up. You're sitting there eating your chicken nuggets from McDonald's. I can't believe they killed a turtle. That's so psychotic. This director should go to jail. Unironically, that's what people said. For this, I mean, I get it. You don't like the visceral, but you better not be eating any meat, man. Okay? Can't be whining and crying about. And also, that was a pretty humane cut too. That was a one done cut. Okay? There was no torturing that turtle right there. That was a one cut quick death. Now this is Why are they doing this though? No? Like they seem to know exactly what they're doing. Is this not their first turtle killing? I don't think I would eat that. Do turtles have a lot of meat? Because right now I'm seeing about 95% inner organ and like no meat at all. I missed the old melody. Remember the old melody? That was like super chill. I missed that one. I forgot how it sounded like. Oh, now she's eating. The girl that puked. Now she's eating. Did they even cook that though? She can't be that much of a wins over a spider. No, actually, they killed the spider! I can't believe it! Are you serious? Huh? Are you trolling?
Our guide claims we're near the big river where the Yakima's living with us.
The fuck?
God, my leg!
Ew.
God, my leg!
Snake in the boot, literally. You stab it to make the poisonous blood. Ah! Whoa! 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 Por favor! Why did they chop the leg off? I mean, now they have some extra food.
We'll miss him.
Oh, he died anyways.
We'll miss the security he gave us. We've decided to go on, but now we've only got the compass and our instincts to show the way.
That's fucked up, man.
Panning to you, Alan. Okay, give us an earth-shattering mistake.
You know this is gonna make us famous.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
I get it, yeah. It was they know better than me. It's probably a horribly... What do you want, man? Huh? You're not getting it, man. I give it to you and you're gonna knock it down the floor anyways. And then I have to get it. You're not gonna pick it up.
Look, there's a caiman. Get out of the water. No, forget about me. Film it. Film it. Come on.
Oh, that's some good meat. Man, let me ask you something. What are they even doing? I was like the 7th time you knocked this over. You're not getting it back. I warned ya. I did warn ya. I warned ya. You're not getting it back now. What are they even doing? I thought they had a mission here in the forest. In the Amazonian forest. Not the Amazon forest. They did say it was the Amazonian forest. I remember. I don't know what the difference is, but... Potato, potato. Ew, monkey brain. That was a real monkey. What are they doing? They're squishing out the brain? You gotta keep the same energy up. Gotta keep the same energy up, man. Everything is a McChicken nuggets. Remember that. Whoa, what is he doing? Is that the guy that they first met when he said one of the crew shot this guy? You remember when he was freaking out and there's a hut that was burning and whatever, right? And it was like, you know, there was a wound when he gave him the flip knife. Yeah, this was the village. So they must have burnt them. Oh, there's a monkey hanging there. So these film crew people are fucking assholes, huh? So they're no good. Dude, you know what's crazy? I'm getting a faint deja vu. As if I might have seen this movie in school when I was like 11 or something. Yeah, that was the guy that they shot. I might have seen this movie when I was like 11 or something in school. I don't know, probably. Let's hope not, okay? And for some of you that might think that that's crazy, you don't understand Swedish culture or Swedish school, okay? Bro, Sweden is crazy when it comes to that. Like, they'll show you some sick stuff in school, like as movie documentaries and stuff, and education for educational reasons. Oof, brother, when I was like 10, and anywhere from 10 to 12, no, he's not gonna kill the porcupine. For what reason? He's so cute too. Stop kicking it, bitch. Oh, he did. But why? Shoot it. This makes no sense. Aren't you supposed to do like an unbiased documentary? This looks horrifically illegal. This looks so illegal. Why are they doing this? And they're recording it. And they're supposed to be respectable film students. Yeah, no. Dude, in Swedish school, they would show you movies, like teenage movies, about how it is to be a 16-year-old teenage boy and girl in school, like a high school movie. And the actors were like 16. And the scenes were of kids, 15, 16. And there would be some brutally hardcore high school movies with actually showing rape scenes. I kid you not. Now obviously it's acting, like they're simulating it. But I kid you not, it would be simulated actual brutal rape scenes of kids in school, 14 to 16 year olds, with actors that were actually underage. And you would see that, we would see that when we were like 12, 13 or something. And it was to like show, like educational. It was to show kids, you know, for educational reasons. Like Sweden is kinda, they go hard with that. Like they're fucked up with that one. There's a specific popular movie. It's called Hip Hip Whore. That's what it's called. If you translate it to English, Hip Hip Whore. Okay, I need to shut the fuck up. I need to watch this. Yeah, they were the ones that burned the village down. But are they also recording themselves committing the atrocities before recording? So I'm confused. How do they think they're gonna end up looking in this documentary when they're literally burning a tribe, shooting a tribe, and causing this death and destruction to a random tribe? Like, are they fucking stupid? Oh, there's that good music. But why? I don't get it. Did the forest turn them into fucking savages because they were out there in the forest for so long? Or were they always this fucking asshole-ish? Yo, what is this sex scene? Yeah, I'll probably have to blur this as well on YouTube. He's taking off a woman's clothing fully. So far only titties and areolas, but he's taking off the pantsuit. I'm so confused. Is this like consensual or because this is like looking so weird? I don't know what's happening. This is the most awkward sex scene I've ever seen in my life. Whoa, this is so dragged out, man. I think I get it. But I don't understand. Why are they being such assholes?
And can we really be
Like they didn't even. Am I crazy? Like they didn't even attempt to be civilized with the documentary. Ew.
When the old members of the tribe
What is that?
approach, they wander off to a secluded spot. After she dies, this old woman.
The guy with the jersey. Why is he wrestling with one of the women sitting there? I'm so confused. Are they digging out the baby? Trying to dig out the baby? Ah! They're burying the baby? In the mud? And beating the mom to death. Or they killed the baby and the mom. No. Well, that part is not on them. But I don't understand what the guy with the jersey was doing. Why was he wrestling with one of the women sitting there? Some of the scenes are like odd, like random. That doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Like maybe the point is that they're so deranged from living out in the forest for so long, and they're so like bored, and they're so desensitized that when they're seeing that go on, which normally, since they're from the Western world, they would be pretty sickened by it. The guy on the jersey, he was like, he was just trying to cause more chaos by randomly wrestling with one of them, just because, for fuck's sake.
I refuse to have anything to do with this material.
Look, Professor, and you want us just to shelve it, to forget about it, as if it had never been found? Is that what you want?
Yes. I've seen the rest of the material. You haven't. You haven't seen the stuff that even your editors didn't have the stomach to put together. And if you had, you wouldn't hesitate but to agree with me.
I mean, it's not really a documentary. It would be... I don't know what the laws and rules are, but I'm pretty sure there's standards for documentaries. And what this would be would probably not be legally classified as a document. I'm pretty sure there's some enforcement there, right? Because it's been... it can't be it's not really a documentary because it's been forged, I guess. Manipulated. It's a manipulated document. Like there's too... They've staged too much. Or, you know, I mean, fucked around too much with... They're known for their cruelty. Meanwhile, they're holding them forcefully. No. Yeah, what part of this is a documentary? She said stupid men for recording? Maybe for the action.
Okay, Jack, go ahead.
This is the same... bro, she's... I mean, she's no better, right? She only cared about the footage. She doesn't give a fuck that someone is being raped in front of her, right? She doesn't care about that. Oh. I thought they were gonna do it on her too. Man, how the fuck did so much mud teleport there? Do you know what I mean? They were just on pure grass recently. And now it's like fucking mud galore everywhere. Changing rails. So hold on. You know, in the beginning we saw one of the women, maybe it was her, being raped by the wooden dick. Was that maybe her? And they were making... It was revenge for what they did for what they did to the villager, to their people. I'm guessing, maybe.
Watch it, Alan. I'm shooting. Oh, good lord.
Oh, they're pretending like they did it. They did that. So they are no better than the fucking tribes folks who cannibalize. Oh, that's sick. That is sickness. The thing is, they think they're so tough because they have a weapon, but they're gonna get outnumbered real fast, and then they're not gonna be so tough. What is she doing? Ah! Not to... Ah! Yeah. I mean, you know, hey. You know, this really goes to show. You know, you think a group of people are monsters, but then you don't question how they became monsters. It's like a euphemism for colonial settlers, right? These people, the Westerners, came there with their guns and their power and their cameras, right? And they were playing gods with them for however long, I don't know, weeks. They were playing gods with them, right? They were acting almighty. They were killing people. They were raping their women. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And look what happened. Then of course it happened. With the way they were acting. You know? Why are they so animalistic? What did we do? Is it out of bullets? Motherfucker using a flare gun. It's crazy. Damn. The film was the thing in the but wasn't she carrying the film? I'm pretty sure she's carrying the film. She's the one that's addicted to caring about the film. So she's the one carrying it. But I don't even think I can show like 20% of this movie on YouTube. Hey, listen. As horrific as this is, tisk, tisk, tisk. All I have to say is, if the shoe was on the other foot, she wouldn't give a fuck. Oh, they're playing this beautiful song again. I'm gonna just close my eyes so I don't have to see this and connect it to the song, because the song is actually beautiful. No, they switched to the horror music, the scary music. Doom, 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 doom. Did they cut her head off? Yeah. Okay, so she was not the same woman that got R-worded. The white woman that got R-worded with the clay thing when the guy came with the boat. That was not her. Oh, he was still recording, and they saw him record, and they turned back and they got him. He was recording in the bushes. He was recording his close female friend getting R-word and all that. These people, man. Sorry bunch of people. I'm surprised any of them didn't walk out before this.
John, I want this material burned. All of it.
I wonder who the real cannibals are.
Why do I feel like it's gonna be released anyways? Okay, so I was actually wrong with my premise. Where my hypothesis was that this guy didn't care about saving them, and he was all doing it for his own financial greed, and he just wanted to sell a book or something. I really was getting like a deja vu feeling, and I was really thinking of another movie then. At least I'm glad that at least I'm glad I didn't subconsciously watch the movie. There's some text coming. Projections. John K. Kirov was given a 2-month suspension, jail sentence, and fined $10,000 for illegally appropriation of film material. We know that he received $250,000 for the same footage. Oh, he released the footage anyways, or he sold it privately. At least privately. Wait, what? Who is John? Is that the guy smoking a pipe? Don't tell me that he actually sold the footage after all this. after convincing them for this song. Giving a 2 months suspended jail sentence. What does 2 months suspended jail sentence mean? Either he's suspended or he's in jail. For illegally appropriation of film material. I don't know what that means. How do you have illegal appropriation of film material if you're the one that found it? And it's lost footage. I don't know. You tell me, Buckle. Here's the good music playing. Oh, it reminds me of Midsummer in Sweden. This cute music playing. Damn, that was actually really good. Actually really good. It wasn't what I expected. Now, I could still be right that I did watch this when I was a little kid, when I was like 11, 12 in school, and they showed me this in school. I don't know, maybe. As I said, the Swedish society and Swedish school system, it's fucked when it comes to showing very sensitive material to kids. Okay, we're very desensitized to showing fucked up things like nudity and stuff like that to kids. Like no joke, man. When I was like 14 or something, I went to the cinema to see a school teenage movie. I was 13 or 14, and it was a movie of the characters were 15, and it was actual full nude scenes of Swedish girls, and the actors were 16. I kid you not. The female actors were 16. That it was a high school movie that involved rape and other stuff. The actors were fully nude, and the actors at the time were 16, and they were playing 14, 15-year-olds. And I saw it. We saw it. My whole class, and everyone saw it. Everyone and their mama saw it. But it was made for kids, I guess, educational or whatnot. But yeah, actually, a really good movie. I liked it. It was nice because it wasn't all shock factor. I kind of came in watching it thinking that it was going to be like a low budget Serbian film-esque type of thing where it's like all like gore and shock factor, but it was really not. The shock factor was really just like the shock factor of the disgustingness of it all was more like 10%, 15% of the movie. The rest was just like what would you say? Like it was like a curious aspect of social differences between different societies, and you were just following along, and that kind of premise was like the interesting part actually. That and like just seeing the cool storytelling of showing the after. Okay, so this is how it worked. They were. Did you knock your ball down again? Yeah, you did. They were showing the middle part first, which is the guy coming there to rescue or try to find the missing film students or film people. They started in the middle, and then we went like this, and then they went. He captured the footage and all that, and they went home, and then they showed the end part, and then they cut to the beginning, which is when the film people were there, and we got to saw their film, and then they cut back and forth to the end, and the beginning, end, right? Because you got to see like his reaction and his journey to trying to publicize the thing, but then he regret trying to publicize it because it was way too gory and disgusting, and he found out that the film people were actually basically the bad people, and the tribal people were just kind of minding their own business, and the Westerners that were there to film were the ones causing this whole mayhem and whatnot, and they were really bad. So I like that. I like that they were, you know, showing the middle and beginning, beginning and yada yada yada. It was like cool storytelling. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was really good. It was good. Do I have any criticisms? Yeah, I do wish that they would maybe have done more like some super immersive camcorder type of style, because I think they were already maybe this was already probably like revolutionary at the time, 1980, of doing them. I don't think it's not. Is it a mockumentary? Doing like a movie about a fake documentary, but having it be like immersive and whatnot with actual like breaking the fourth wall over and over again. I wish they would do that, but they would include more footage from the actual POV of the camera footage. And I wish the guy that went there would also have a camera, and you would see it from his camera lens, and that would make it like super immersive and cool. I wish they did more of that. But it was like even times when you were supposed to be seeing footage from the filmmakers, it was obvious that the footage was not coming from the camcorder. Because it was not done in that immersive way where it was like, we're seeing someone recording this from a camcorder type of style, because the angles and the situation just didn't make sense, and it was like very obvious that it was shot, with that, you know what I mean. I think you can like get my gist. But yeah, skimming through it. Let me think. I think it was a really cool thing how they kind of ended up disclosing what actually happened with what I said, the way they did the beginning and the middle and end. It's cool that they showed scenery. They showed scenery A, B, C, D, and then they came back to A, B, C, D, but in the past tense, and they showed that these scenarios, the A, B, C, D, the horrific scenes that were set up, it was actually caused by these fucking dumb fuck Westerners, and not the actual tribal folks, which you were expecting, that would have caused a lot of these things. So yeah, stuff like that was kind of cool. Yeah, that was about it. There, just one last thing. I wish they had more emphasis on kind of talking more and showing more. I wish there was a bigger emphasis on revealing the dead body of the filmmakers, because it was like it was like very like 0 to 100. It was kind of almost boring, because I was watching it, and they just stumbled upon a body, and it was like, oh shit, I recognize these gold teeth. It's from this guy. Okay, let's move on. That was about it. And the reveal wasn't like crazy. And then after that, it was like a tree with a bunch of skeletons, and that was like the rest of the 4 crew. And it was like, okay, that was it. Like, I wish it was more like a scavenger hunt where it was like one dead body here, one dead body here, one dead body here, one dead body here, and you would like puzzle things together of who died first, maybe, or like, oh shit, this guy has gold teeth, it has to be this guy. Oh shit, this person obviously has boobas, it has to be the girl. Oh, this person has like, I don't know, stuff like that. Oh, this person has crooked teeth, it has to be that guy. I mean, stuff like that. I wish there was more of that, where it was more, it was more of that, and I wish it was more emphasis on trying to convince you that the filmmakers were victims in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? Like, as an example, when you watch the whole beginning, the first half of the movie, there's no emphasis on the there's no emphasis on the film people being complete assholes, but there's also no emphasis on them being innocent either, if you know what I mean. They kind of just had a blank canvas in the beginning. I wish there was more emphasis on, like, you know, oh no, how could this happen to these poor film students? And oh no, they just want to come here and document in an unbiased, honorable way. You know, they were just really excited film students. I wish it was more of that, but it was more like meh. Like, I never really cared about them, and they never really gave you a reason to think that they were good or decent or anything. So you were like, when they turned out to be pieces of shit, you're like, okay. I mean, okay, right? And yeah, that was like a small shock factor, but that was only until the last half of the movie when you got to see what disgusting stuff they did. But I wish there was more of a, oh damn, these people were never really good people to begin with, you know what I mean? And then there was no real kind of striking point when they went from pretty shitty humans to grotesque humans, you know what I mean? And there was no real progression, or there was a small progression, but it wasn't obvious enough. And I feel like there was like small progressions of like, oh look, they're killing a rat, and oh look, they're killing a turtle, and then they slowly progressed basically. And then it was like, oh look, they shot a guy in the leg. I think they did show that constant progression of more and more carelessness and violence and disregard. Like, they went from there, they shot the guy in the leg, they burned a tiki hut down, they killed the porcupine, the little pig. Yeah, I think that was it. And then they R-worded the woman and piked her up. That was basically the last straw, I think, for the tribe. Yeah, that was about it. But other than, yeah, it's a good movie, man. I mean, it was not what I expected. It was pretty, like, I almost said classy, but it's pretty damn decent. And I think that it has a really good message behind it too. I don't know why the majority of the things that people talk about when it comes to this movie is just like the shock factor. I think it's pretty damn educational, to be honest. It only has a 5.8 star. I think it deserves much more than that. I would give it I think I'm very, very like strict with giving high ratings on movies. Unless somehow a movie like really ticks all my boxes, where at that point I might be a little biased. But I think with this movie, it got a 5.8 star on IMDb. I think that low rating is majority from people that are really uncomfortable with the gore, and it kind of ruined the movie for them. I can understand that. In terms of storytelling and in terms of messaging, even without the gore aspect, because again, I'm not a fan of gore. I typically hate it. I couldn't even finish watching the Saw movies. I tried to watch the Saw movies when I was younger because my brother used to love it and used to watch it on repeat. I couldn't even watch like 1/3 of it, and I kind of checked myself out. I hate gory movies. I don't like that. And I can't stand real gore either. Oh, thank God, I guess. But yeah, even without the really visceral stuff, I'd give this movie, because it had a pretty good story. It had a good story. It had a good plot twist, right? It had good messaging, right? I think it was good all around. I'd give it a... granted, you're not too sensitive to watch it because of the gore. I'd give it a 8.2. I'll give it like an 8.2, I think. It's anywhere from 7.8 to 8.2. You can make your mind up on that one, Chief. I'll give the leeway to you, okay? I say 7.8 to 8.2, okay? That's pretty high. I know, it's pretty high. I think, especially for the time, I think it's good. And less comments. Good thing Ninja is, she's a serial killer anyways. She's desensitized. She doesn't give a flying F. All she wants to do is knock the ball down like 20 times in a row while I'm trying to watch a movie. And then you saw that? And then she's too lazy to pick it up. So I have to pick it up. And then I have to put it there. And then she's going to knock it down again. After an awkward pause. Okay, that was about it. Oh, I'm actually glad we actually finished another reaction. All right, see you later, alligator.